Wait.
The mic is off. It's baby girl saying hi.
Mm.
Howdy from Texas from Lisa.
Mm.
And baby girls from Louisiana.
Ooh, that's exciting. A couple of Americans in different states. Hey, everybody. Is everything like up and running? I'm not just waving at the air. Okay, that's good. I wasn't really sure. All right, you guys. This is going to be an exciting one. The Murder, She Wrote Puzzle 1. Woo! Yay. I'm so excited to do this puzzle for you guys, to read the story. We can solve the mystery together. As I'm going, everyone shout out who they think did it. I mean, I don't know what it is. I haven't actually read the story either, so this is kind of a surprise for all of us. Now, one thing I didn't check, normally these take like a mirror or something to read the solution. I won't read it. Oh yeah, okay, so it will be backwards. That's going to be interesting. You'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to get creative on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that part until like just now. We'll figure it out.
So you can't.
We'll figure it out. You have to hold it up in front of a mirror, but it's so you can't like open the book up and just be like, oh, look at that. Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
I will figure it out. You got time while I do the puzzle to come up with creative solutions. And the pieces look nice and big, so that's exciting. One big thing to note, there is no picture. The picture on the box is just like a neat little teaser. That's part of the mystery puzzle, is that it is a true mystery puzzle, which, I mean, I know we've seen some of the bagged ones on this channel. I do know what the images are on them because they're older. I don't know this image. Woo! I like that. I like new surprises.
The baby girl's first time watching the live.
Oh, nice. Hey, welcome. They're a ton of fun. Personally, we really like them. It's really cool to be able to talk to you guys real time and not have to and not the time lag of the comments. Not that we don't like those, but it's just, I don't know. This is a different experience, different vibe. Time before I get into reading the story. Are you gonna place a time bet on this one?
How many pieces is it?
550.
And
but
you have no.
I have no picture. I have no nothing. This could be This could be a purple elephant for all we know, and it could have nothing to do with it. It doesn't. I'm sure it does have something to do with it.
So would 55 minutes be?
Ooh, I don't know. I almost feel like it'll be over an hour because I don't.
Really?
Well, because I don't have any kind of reference or anything. Like this it could be a lot of, who knows? It could be.
I've seen you put puzzles together without reference.
So.
57 minutes.
Hey, that's like nothing. You're not bumping that up at all.
Okay, an hour and 5 minutes.
Is that quite what I was shooting for,
Well,
you
what
guys?
what are you hoping for?
I don't know, like an hour and a half.
Oh, jeez Louise. An hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. That's acceptable.
Okay.
See, you gotta shoot real high, and then you haggle them down to where you want to be. That's exciting.
What's your favorite type of puzzle to do?
Ooh, I think animal puzzles personally. If you're meaning picture wise, definitely like the flat ones. I'm not big on 3D. I mean, eventually we will probably do one for this channel, but I don't like that they fight back. But what about you? What's your favorite kind of picture puzzle? What's your favorite? Oh, and story. How many pages? Okay, so that's interesting. Okay. All right. Am I good to read the
You can
story?
read it whenever you want.
I can read it whenever I want. Really? Oh, okay. So I could do the puzzle and read it at the end and really confuse everyone if I really wanted, if I so desired.
If you wanted to.
That would be silly. I won't do that to you guys. I'm as excited as you are to get into story time. Any last comments or anything? Are we all caught up on all that before I start getting into a long-winded?
You're good.
All good?
All good.
All right, you guys. I am gonna break out the story. Story time. Okay. Ooh, there's little pictures too. Okay. So, Murder, She Wrote. The Unconventional Murderer. Okay. Jessica Fletcher, screamed the desk clerk. Startled, Jessica dropped the pen on the hotel register. Please, I would expect someone in your profession to have a bit more discretion, said Jessica. You're that famous murder mystery writer, aren't you? Continued the desk clerk in a whisper, almost as loud as a scream. I can't deny that, but I am here for my avocation, not my vocation, Jessica explained. Oh, you mean the antique convention? Yes, I'm ready for 4 splendid days of Tiffany lamps, Chippendale furniture, and antique jewelry. So I'd prefer it if you ignore the name on the register and just think of me as room 803. The clerk nodded dumbly as Jessica took her key and slipped into the elevator. As the doors shut her off from the lobby, she heard his scream once more. Do you know who that was? Jessica Fletcher! Jessica was laying in bed, half awakened by the morning sun, when she heard the voices outside her room. She was already at the door when the knock came. She opened it to reveal the desk clerk. This time, his whisper was low. Mrs. Fletcher, began the clerk. What's the trouble? Asked Jessica. I hate to bother you, but well, there's been an accident. Actually, it could be a murder. I mean, could you take a look in room 807? We really need your help. Jessica looked up from the white outline on the carpet. The police have already been here, she said. What can I do to help you? The answer came from a tall, gray-haired man wearing a white carnation in the lapel of his pin-striped jacket. The police spent all evening and solved nothing, said the stranger. He bowed slightly and continued, It's my great pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Fletcher. My name is Jonathan Wordsworth, and I am the director of the Antique Convention. Believe me, I am as distressed about this death as anyone else, but I can't let it interfere with the business of the weekend. I've made quite a large investment in preparing this convention, and these rumors that are spreading of a murderer at large could scare off all the buyers. I can see what he really cares about. He's really not that sad that this person's dead. He's just like, where's the money? Where was I? Then let's get down to cases, began Jessica. She appraised the size of the outline. Who was this man? She asked Wordsworth. His name was Malcolm Penner, a jewelry dealer from Springfield. Oh, The Simpsons. Say, how did you know the victim wasn't a woman? Oh, I have some experience in reading police outlines. Exactly what type of jewelry did Mr. Penner deal in? Very fine items, said Wordsworth. Nouveau one stones, Wallington brooches, gold coins, pre-war watches, and gold bracelets, like the one on the floor near the jeweler's loop. I see. And those 2 items on the floor led you to believe his death was an accident? They most certainly did, Mrs. Fletcher. As you can see, there is no bulb in the table lamp. The only working light in the room is the fixture on the ceiling. So when poor Malcolm wanted to examine the bracelet, he was forced to climb onto the chair and hold it up to the light. Malcolm was a great collector, but he was no acrobat. Who dies falling off a chair? Is really? Oh. Okay. Obviously, he lost his balance and fell, knocking over the vase and the table lamp, landing headfirst on the desk. Well, I guess. I don't know. It's a terrible loss. He was the second most respected authority in his field. And who would be the most respected authority? Asked Jessica. Mr. Wordsworth smiled. Well, that would be me, Mrs. Fletcher. That's the problem. He wants to be the best. Okay. Jessica turned to the desk clerk. What do we know about how Mr. Penner spent last night? Well, he checked in about an hour before you did, began the clerk. There's not much more, except for the coffee he ordered about dinner time. He asked room service to leave it outside the door. Jessica wandered into the bathroom. She felt the inside of the bathtub and noted that it was bone dry. She then went to the sink, which was a little moist, and glanced at the bar of hotel soap. It was unused and still neatly wrapped. Returning to the room, Jessica continued. So the last person Mr. Penner spoke to would probably have been me, a woman's voice replied. My name is Naomi Penner. That's right, Mrs. Fletcher. I am Mrs. Malcolm Penner. Currently estranged, soon to be divorced. But I guess all that is moot now. And you say that you visited Mr. Penner last night? Asked Jessica. No, I said I talked to him last night, replied Mrs. Penner. I called his room, hoping he would have dinner with me, but he said he wanted to be alone. And when I called again later in the night, there was no answer. I guess he was destined to spend his last evening alone. Mean person. If you don't mind, Mrs. Penner, would you tell me if you felt your marriage was unsalvageable? Asked Jessica. Actually, Mrs. Fletcher, I thought it might still have had a chance. Malcolm might have thought so too, but he was too preoccupied with this darn convention to see me last night. Priorities. These people like money. I'm sorry, Mrs. Penner. I can't change what happened, but perhaps I can find the guilty party. Jessica pointed to the desk clerk. Have you or anyone who has been in the room stepped into the corner where the body fell? No, the desk clerk answered. The maid found the body and didn't go near it, and the police roped it off as soon as they arrived. Seems strange, doesn't it? Jessica let her voice trail off and scanned the faces of the people in the room for any reaction. What? What's strange? Asked the clerk. A dealer, on an important sales trip. With only one sample? Jessica replied. Maybe he was just buying, Wordsworth suggested. No, I don't think so, responded Jessica. I think he had many valuable things to sell. Things that one of you felt were worth enough to kill him for. One of us, Mrs. Penner gasped. Yes, someone came into this room last night to have coffee with Mr. Penner. I can only speculate on what happened next, but I know how it all ended. Jessica Fletcher turned to the policeman guarding the room and said, Officer, arrest this person for murder. Oh, we have questions. Okay. How did Jessica Fletcher know that Mr. Penner had not been alone? How did Jessica know which suspect had been near the body? The answer to the two questions are contained in the puzzle picture. After you have put the puzzle together, look it over carefully. Reread the story before you decide on your answers. If you're still stuck, hold the last page up to the mirror and see how Jessica Fletcher solved the case. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a little bit different than
I already
normal.
have it solved.
What?
I already have it
Oh,
solved.
do you now?
Yeah.
Really? Who do you think it was?
I'm not gonna say.
Well, that's the
I'm
whole...
gonna say. Anyways, Baby Girl wants to know if you got a name for the unicorn yet.
Not yet. There have been a couple suggestions. I haven't settled on anything just yet. So far, I think the name that's been suggested that speaks to me the most is honestly Beanie. He looks like a beanie. He's so cute.
And then a hi from Brisbane, so all the way from Australia.
Oh, wow. Hi.
And then Julie from Winnipeg.
Oh. Hey, Julie. It's nice to hear from you. So you don't want to tell me who you think it is? That's the whole point.
No, it said you will find out how... What was the questions?
Okay, how did she know that he was not alone? And how did she know which suspect had been near the body? So, like, who murdered him, obviously.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
But you can't tell until you see the...
Well...
I don't know how to solve it, so
well,
see the picture.
Yeah. Like, it gives you a little picture, and it gives you clues, and the story kind of gives you... You know, I mean, like, you've got the hotel clerk, and you've got the greedy wife, you've got the greedy dealer.
I think it was Jessica.
She's never the bad guy. I'm just saying. She's the good guy. All right. You are the keeper of the story. Don't read it. You're not allowed to read the good part. You're not allowed to read the solution. We all have to figure this out together. Shaky, shaky. But really, though, do you have a guess?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
What?
I was watching all the other stuff. I'm reading other people.
Oh.
I have no idea what the story was about.
Oh.
I didn't hear it at all.
Okay. All right, you guys. Having heard the story, who do you think it is? Right off the top of your heads while I get started on the puzzle. And if you don't have any guesses yet, honestly, neither do I. Hopefully, the puzzle will have some really good clues for us.
Jonathan says hi from Mexico.
Hello. Ooh, Mexico. I want to go back there.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You can cheat me out of my time.
Don't worry, I will.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Alrighty.
Julie's asking if either one of us had ever watched the show. She used to watch with her grandmother.
I used to watch it with my mom all the time, but honestly, it's been a really, really, really long time.
I also used to watch it with my grandmother.
Like, I only kind of have a very vague recollection of what it was about.
Well, same. I can't I always thought the joke's like, how many people are dying in her town? But the thing is, every time she went somewhere, she was solving it. It's like I would move out of that town so fast. Someone's dying once a week.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like, I can't piece together a storyline as to, what used to happen in the show.
I'm surprised they haven't remade that show.
Maybe it was so good that they didn't want to. Didn't want to mess with a good thing that they had going.
Maybe, no, but I mean, even right now type of thing, remake it. Like a lot of current generation or older generations, I could see them doing it on CW, and she'll be like a 25-year-old blog writer.
Yeah, that's possible.
Or a podcaster. That's what I could see them doing.
Oh, I forgot to say at the start of it. I mean, as with every live, I will eat one bean per sub. Just to keep consistency. Might as well. Do I have to eat any beans yet?
No, that's not.
Okay.
I do have it up there. I do have that.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, because I forgot to mention that, silly me.
Yeah.
Might as well keep it consistent. That's how we started. It goes pretty well. So, I can already tell this is definitely a picture of the hotel room with the police line and body. Mm-hmm. Well, not the body, but the body outline. I see some police tape. Sorty. See, I don't know. The desk clerk seems like a throwaway character, but at the same time, he still could have done it. I mean, is the greedy wife too obvious of a solution?
I think so.
But then there's the shady dealer that was like, I'm the best. Maybe he's not really the best. He just wants to think he's the best. Are you reading the story?
I'm reading it, yeah.
Oh. Cheating.
How am I cheating?
I don't know. I just wanted to get you going.
Joyce is saying hello, everyone.
Hello. It's a big body outline. It's on a lot of pieces.
How many pieces does the puzzle have?
Oh, 550 for this one. And there's no picture. But I think it's of the hotel room. Got an edge piece. I almost pulled a U.
Huh.
There. All the edge pieces. I mean, in a situation like this, where you don't have any reference as to what you're doing, the edge is your friend. Gives you a place to start. I can't imagine starting in the middle. Jeez. You wouldn't know how big anything is. Or how far you're going. I already like how the pieces click together, though. I was a little worried about that, because I actually don't know what brand this is. Oh, American Publishing, I think. Have you figured out who did it yet?
It was the bellhop.
The front desk dude?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because he knew what he had, all his valuables. He didn't want to be a desk clerk anymore. He's like, this job sucks.
Well, you know what? That's possible. I wouldn't discount the possibility. And he's the least obvious one.
He came up to offer him some coffee. Hey, here's some coffee.
Oh, look at all the stuff you have. Whack!
Yeah.
Oh, and your almost ex-wife is in town, you say? Ooh, good scapegoat. Now, I hope this puzzle has all its pieces. Wouldn't that be awful?
The one piece that you need to solve it.
Ah, that better not be the case. I can't see there being one critical piece to the whole puzzle, though.
Mystery puzzle.
A true mystery puzzle. With a mystery and a mystery puzzle.
It's a neat idea.
It is, and it's something that, like, I think altogether works fairly well.
You can only do it once, though.
Well,
You can't. Well, you know who did it. I mean, you can put the puzzle together, but the surprise of it, you know. It's
that's
not.
true. And like the looking for clues as you're doing it, and like and you know.
Annie's saying hello, everyone, and she's from Minnesota.
Oh, hello! Lots of people on from America today. That's like 3 different states. That's pretty cool.
Minnesota.
Man, I really wish that the borders were open right now because I would really like to travel. There's some states I want to see.
They're gonna open them up supposedly in the end of August
That would be really nice.
for certain people.
That's okay. I can't afford it right now, anyways.
Yeah.
Money go bye-bye. Ooh, that's part of the wall.
You mentioned in the last, or the unicorn. You mentioned I'm reading. I'm sorry, I'm too far away to read. You mentioned in your last video the unicorn came from your work desk, and it was your last day. Is it too intrusive to ask more about what you have planned?
Oh, yeah. So Casey and I have decided that we're going to open up a store here in Belleville where we live. So it's going to be a really neat little space. It's going to be a board game cafe where you can come in and sit in and play board games if you wish. You can do other things too, like read and do puzzles and all that. It's going to have retail, so you can buy the board games. We're definitely going to sell puzzles because, like, that's what we're all about. We are going to have a little studio there for YouTube, which is really exciting. I'm really excited to be able to have a nice, cool, clean, professional setup. And that happened really quick. Which probably wouldn't have happened right off the hop if we weren't planning the store. And we're going to have escape rooms, which we're really excited about. We're having a lot of fun designing them. That's a whole nother kind of animal, a puzzle. Oh, and a candy store. Can't forget that. That is my favorite portion of the whole thing. Candy-aholic.
We could do a Murder, She Wrote room.
Oh, we could. I'd have to watch the show, though, to get a better story. Like, to have a better idea of who the characters are and all that. Because, I remember her. I wish, I'm drawing such a blank on how it went. Okay, yeah, okay. I think I have it right side up, which is good.
Julie's saying fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really exciting. We're so close. We had all this construction we had to do. The people that had it beforehand, it was a florist shop. And at first we thought we could keep the room set up, but we had to take out this walk-in fridge and an old room that they had. So that was a bit of a start-over project. But now the walls are up, and we're just painting and cleaning and doing the floors now. And then we can fill it with stuff.
Julie says that sounds interesting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Or Joyce, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. It's definitely a big venture. Yeah. It's a whole other animal trying to think up puzzles for those escape rooms. But I'm having a blast doing it. I don't know about you in your room, how you feel sitting with that one.
Not too bad. Lisa says that sounds wonderful.
Thank you. I mean, obviously, if you guys are ever in the neighborhood, I mean, I know for some of you, if you're in Australia and such, it's a bit more of a hike than others, but you're always all more than welcome to come and see it. Man, that's a big body outline. It's in so many of the pieces. Every piece I look at it, body outline, do. This might be an easier puzzle than I thought, I'm sorry.
Oh, great.
I didn't know.
I need more time.
Hey, I didn't know. I promise you I didn't know.
Oh.
Hey, it could also be harder. Who knows? See, the part of the story that really throws me is when she went into the bathroom. I can't quite figure out why she did that. Did it say he took the coffee into the bathroom?
I only read little bits of it.
See, because with these stories, it's very important that you read them all very carefully because they have little details in them. And that's how you know, is it the greedy wife? Is it the desk clerk that didn't want to be a desk clerk anymore? Or is it the Mr. Fancy Pants that thought he was the best? I got so distracted. I really did mean to do the police line, you guys. That seemed like the easiest place to start. But I'm doing this, I think this is going to be the coffee tray.
So Joyce is asking if the puzzles and etc. will be available online, to purchase online.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a big part of what we're hoping to do. Like, a lot of the popular ones, like the Scooby-Doo puzzle that I did a while back, we were looking at that and we're like, oh, we could sell puzzles like that. And that'd be really cool because then we can maybe share them with you guys a little bit more and all that. Like, if you guys see one that you like, then you can order it and it can go anywhere. Definitely. Especially with, like...
Or let us know what we should carry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Because maybe we can carry something that your local stores don't have or something that we can...
And we're definitely willing to be flexible on brands. Like, I have no problem having a lot of different brands in the store because, like, they all have good merits. There's things that are good about all the brands. And now I have an excuse to do even more puzzles. But I gotta quality test the product. We can't just sell puzzles. We gotta test it too.
Julie's like, you're both so creative to put all these things together.
Thank you. It's we both kind of wanted something like this for a little while, but it just sort of took, honestly, putting the YouTube channel together to be like, yeah, why not build a store? Why not? That sounds like fun.
That's what you guys don't see in the videos. When Maxine's doing a video for 2 hours, 3 hours, or some of the longer ones that we have private conversations sometimes, and that's where you see the time lapse because we don't want to necessarily reveal every conversation we're having. So when you see the time lapse of something, we might be having a private conversation, but that's where the idea kind of came. Because when we're trying to do a puzzle a day, you know, you can only talk about the weather so much, and then you start thinking about things we would like, and you know, opportunity came, and we're gonna take a chance, and hopefully it works out. And we're hoping that having a nice variety of things to do in the store, it's not a one-stop shop for one thing. It's a bunch of things for a bunch of people.
Yeah, we're really hoping that's going to be... Because maybe if you're not necessarily interested in escape rooms, then maybe you're more into the board game cafe aspect of it. You just want to come hang out. What we'd really like is those neat little arcade games that you can get. I always use it's kind of like the one in the episode of Friends when they get the Mrs. Pac-Man machine. I really want to have a good selection of those. Those excite me.
Julie's like, laugh out loud, sneaky. Like when we do the time lapse part of it.
Yeah, oh yes, that we're coming up with ideas and plotting and planning.
Yeah, so it's when you see the time lapse, that's purely a conversation that we don't need to make public quite yet.
Most of the time about our store plots. That, and to make the regular videos a reasonable amount of time. Can't all be 2 hours. Okay, yep, this is coming together pretty nicely. I've got a wall. So sorry. This is definitely an easier puzzle than I thought. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I promise I didn't cheat you on purpose.
Yeah, you did.
I did not. I didn't. Okay. Hey,
You bumped that. You wanted an hour and a half.
Yeah, I kind of did. I thought it would be hard, okay?
For 500 pieces.
Well, I thought it would be hard. I don't have a picture. It was a legitimate...
You doubled your time.
It was a legitimate question. Can't fault... You would... I wonder how they come up with the scenes for these murder mystery puzzles, because you can't make too complicated a scene. You're already giving people a puzzle with no picture, which would throw you off. So it's not like you can make an all black puzzle or something on that kind of difficulty level. And I wonder how they gauge what's good to be in the picture and what's not.
That is someone's job.
Right? Can you imagine what an amazing job that would be, to sit there and design puzzles all day? Just filter through pictures on the internet, artwork, things, do graphic design like that. That would be amazing. Dream jobs right there for anyone watching. Sorry, I can't do the store. I think I'm going to design puzzles instead.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind. So, do any of you guys have any idea who the murderer might be yet? Because I don't know. I'm still drawing a huge blank. You're over there reading the story.
Have you? The story, yeah.
Have you got any? Any thoughts?
Nothing quite yet.
I've done one of these before, and the answer really jumped out at me. Like, it was this mystery puzzle. They killed them with chocolate or something, and the lady had a dog, and they were saying that the dog was sick, and I'm like, oh, there's going to be a dead or sick dog in the picture of this puzzle. But I'm like, oh, well, the murderer was this person, because they always gave the woman chocolate, and I'm like, well, that was easy. But this one's well written. This one didn't have anything that really jumped out at me like that. Other than the fact that the one dude that was like, I'm the best, was clearly... he's very suspect. Police. Do not cross. I wonder how many people do. Sometimes when you tell people not to do things, that seems to be all they want to do. It should say, police line, come in, happy fun time land. I'm thinking maybe she didn't know that the dude was alone because there might have been 2 coffee cups. They never really explicitly said one way or the other how much they brought up.
No.
Which, that'd be easy enough to put in the picture. That's my best thought, though, right now. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was the jewelry dude, because there were a couple pieces left behind. Maybe he killed him and knew
they weren't valuable.
It's possible. I don't know if the ex-wife would really know that, and she kind of wanted to get back together with him, it sounded like. Granted, there's always the chance she got mad because he didn't want to get back together with her, but then why would she steal from him? So have any of you guys watching ever done one of these murder mystery puzzles before? And if so, like what brand, what kind? I've seen a couple of different ones. Like I had the Clue ones over there, which I will do for you guys live, by the way. Like this is a lot of fun. This was just, oh God, how do I decide which one to do first? You're reading so in-depth over there.
Well, I think the thing that's throwing me off is the tub was dry, the soap was still wrapped, the sink was slightly moist.
right? Like, I'm not sure why that was relevant to be mentioned.
So I'm just trying to see, was there?
That's definitely that's the part of the story I think that's supposed to be giving us our best clue, but it's throwing me off why they threw that in there. And what does it say why she went in the bathroom in the first place?
No. The maid who found the body. So this is where I'm thinking, was it maybe the maid? Because she could change out the soap. She could have dried up the water in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the relevance of, like I could see if it, like, when they mentioned the light bulb, like, to check another room, and if the light was off, the feel of that bulb, if it was still warm, you knew that the bulb was moved to another room or something.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't really mentioned. Or if there was still fog in the mirror. Like, there's nothing that's giving away one thing that you could point to someone or point to a time of death or.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting. Julie's saying, I haven't, but I tried to find one of the clue ones after you showed them. I love the game as a kid and the movie. So super funny. The movie is super funny. The movie is so good.
There's a Clue movie?
There's a Clue movie that's really good.
Really?
Yeah. And it's being remade by Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to check that out.
What was neat, though, is it has 3 different endings to it.
What?
So when it came to theater, depending on what theater you went to, you can saw a completely different ending than someone else did.
Really?
Like, who was the murderer. The
Wow.
the movie's all the same up until the very last 5 minutes. And
Really?
then the whole, like, they did it because they did this, and this. And then they flip it out. They shot 3 different endings. But when it came out on VHS or DVD, they weren't going to make you rent it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So that as soon as the first solving was done, it would go to black for a little bit, and then a title would come up. Or did it happen like this?
Oh.
It was good. And I'd like to, if we can grow to a new location, I'd like to have a room that's dedicated to, like, a large room, like so there's rooms in a room type of thing, where it's almost a mini Clue thing.
That would be huge.
So people can go and play out Clue in real life.
Mm.
Like, they're all given a card, you're, Colonel Mustard and blah blah blah, and then one person will be given that they're the murderer.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm.
And Kirsty says hi from Scotland.
Hello, hello. Ooh, Scotland. Another place I've always wanted to go. So many places in this world to see. Realistically, there's very few places you guys could say you're from that I don't want to see.
Trenton, Ontario, or New Jersey.
There's a Trenton in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Huh. Huh. They liked the name so much they had to make 2 towns.
She was like, don't give up those awesome ideas. That would be amazing, though. It would be, come and play Clue.
That's something that no one's seen before. But yes, she's right. You just gave out your idea.
Or what's that popular game right now where there's imposters and...
Among Us?
Among Us. Do a live action Among Us.
Mm.
But I would love, if we can expand and grow, I want to have a murder mystery. Not, people do the murder mystery dinners. You're just kind of watching it. But we need to play Clue.
Definitely a thing you need a big space for, though.
Big space.
Big space. Maybe one day. See, that's still really throwing me off. I can't figure out why she went in the bathroom.
Well, the answer will be revealed in the picture.
We hope.
Well.
Or we just have to read the solution and be like, oh, okay, it's this person.
Oh man, I'm screwed on time.
Are you really?
I should have kept it to the original time bet.
You think so? I don't know. I feel like this has taken a little, like I've slowed down a little bit.
Joyce is from Savannah.
Ooh, very nice spot. Trust me, I've wanted to go there too.
I think we would gladly switch. I would gladly switch. I don't know about you, but I would gladly switch my location to anyone else's location.
Hey, yeah, we could do like an Airbnb type thing.
Come.
And yeah, and swap.
You come live here in Belleville.
Yeah.
And we'll go down to Savannah or Brisbane or Scotland.
Or all of the above.
It's like 2-week tour, or spend a week at each place.
Kind of like what they do for international students. Why can't we be like that, but we're not students?
We'll come and do a puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally worth it, right?
Like every place that's been listed, I would rather be than here.
Right? Although, see, not that there's anything particularly wrong with here. I think it's just the fact of the new adventure.
Okay, Julie's like, you really want to swap Winnipeg? I'm like, okay, well, maybe not Winnipeg.
Okay, maybe not Winnipeg. I have been to Winnipeg before, and I don't know, it's a little too cold and windy for my taste, personally.
Yeah, you can send us pictures.
Yeah, that one we'll take in picture form.
So every other place.
Yes. Poor Julie, we're picking on her place.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place to drive through.
Yes, but not live.
To stop for lunch.
Yes.
In the summertime.
Yes. On a non-windy day.
Yeah. No worries, I get it. I agree.
Okay, as long as you get where we're coming from, that we're not just being mean and picking on Winnipeg for no reason.
There's a difference between Lower Ontario and Winnipeg. There's a difference between
A very windy difference.
well, that's why the lower part of Ontario is so populated.
Yes, because
We
no
don't
one
like
wants
the
to live.
cold. We want to be as far south as we can get.
Well, that and no one wants to live in the middle of nowhere, which is like the whole top of Ontario is just trees and rocks and more trees and more rocks. And you know what? Funny story, you guys. More trees.
But you do have to eat a bean.
Do I? Oh, I got a
Yeah.
sub. Oh, yay. Hooray. Thank you. Okay. From the Max compartment, which I really do actually like having these compartments. Okay, please be a nice bean. Please, please, please. I don't know. I think it's one of those gross trash ones I ate the other night. Oh, fruity. Okay. I like it. Oh, I like it. That was a good bean. I can live with that. Bit of a weird aftertaste to it though. But it was not a hot one. I'm gonna laugh and laugh and laugh if you get a bunch of hot ones.
Why? Oh. Oops.
Watching you eat a hot bean live, they will laugh.
No. I mean, they'll laugh, but I'm not eating a hot one.
The odds are good. You've got a lot of hot ones in your chamber.
Yeah.
See, the problem...
You're going to get a hot one in your chamber if you don't keep up. Or don't. And then Joyce is saying that would be cool, you know, to do the old swap-a-roonies.
Switcheroo.
We could just go on a nice little tour.
Traveling should be free.
See, now this is... I would like to start up a traveling channel. And then if the store does well enough, we get to go travel, and we have people that work down there instead. And then pass on Scotland if you don't like cold or have rain allergies. Trust me, like we get cold here. Don't be.
Oh, we get really cold here. Really cold. But I have been to Ireland once, and it was beautiful. We went to the Giant's Causeway, and they showed us how you can see the faint outline of Scotland from there. And that was cool. It was at that exact moment that I was like, well, I'm this close. I don't think I can live with a faint outline. I think I need to actually see it.
Have you ever been to Manitoba before?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we drove all the way to the Yukon by car. And we went into the Northwest Territories briefly, but that was really only like a couple hours sort of excursion to get to the Arctic Circle because it was real cold.
So you drove by car. You didn't drive by boat.
Hey. Hey. Don't make fun of me. I said what I said. I was aware after it came out of my mouth. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
We drove by.
I already said we drove. I said what I said. Don't pick on me.
Oh yeah, walked by foot.
That would be a hike. All the way to the Yukon? See you in 2 years.
Yeah.
Travel light, your backpack will get real heavy real quick. Okay, there's definitely more than one coffee cup here. So is that how she knew? Why would she go in the bathroom? That still throws me off so much.
Yeah, I think it was Jessica. Sales were down with her books. She needed a new murderer.
So she created one. Okay, well, you know what? I don't think it was the desk clerk because he kind of brought her into it and he knew who she was. So why would you...
True. That's why I suggest I think it was the maid cleaning up the... If he had stayed there already, he would have had a shower or bath. But it was dry and the soap wasn't used. So...
But why was the sink wet?
Maybe he had to shave?
Oh, have you figured out a way that I can read the solution because it's backwards?
That's if you can't solve that on your own.
Well, yes, I can solve it on my own, but we should probably read the solution. We read the story, you silly. I didn't even think that through. I forgot all about that little important tidbit. We need like a little mirror or something.
Well, I'm just trying to see if there's an option on a phone to
do like a reverse. This is coming together really quickly.
Oh no, this
hey,
together
hey,
really quickly.
Hey. relatively really quickly. I thought it would be harder, okay? I really did. Ooh, the phone. Okay, so there's some flowers on the floor. That'll be what that is.
Ooh, the flowers. So he put some water in the vase for the flowers.
So maybe the wife. Flowers for her?
Maybe. Jigsaw Ninja. That's what Kirsty's saying.
Oh, thank you. That would be a cool name, the Jigsaw Ninja. Different from the Puzzle Wizard.
Or the Queen.
Ho, 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 ho. Pieces go in like magic. Yeah, it's that bathroom part that's really, it's still throwing me off. I can't figure out why it was mentioned. It's gotta be relevant. You guys gotta help me out here. Who do you think the murderer was? Is it the wife? His competition? Or is it the bellhop?
I think it was the maid.
She was only mentioned so briefly, though.
Exactly.
Is that your actual guess?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, well, no. Okay, so only one coffee cup was used. There's two, but only one has its little napkin out. So he didn't have coffee with someone. Why did you bring up coffee then? Did you find a reversey thingy yet?
I'm trying to find a photo editor that lets me flip it, take a picture of it, and then flip it. Yeah. I flipped it.
You flipped it?
Uh-huh.
Now you know who it. Now you know who did it.
I didn't read it. I just flipped it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't cheat. You promise?
Poo-poo. Yeah, I promise.
Okay, that's good. See, whenever he says he promises you guys, I know he's not lying to me. He said he would never do that.
I will never ever break a promise.
That's a secret. You gotta ask the right questions.
Yes, that's the only thing. You know me too well to know how to ask.
Yes. So that I know I'm getting the right answer.
Yes.
You know what? Okay, I think it was his competition. Because he was the one that was trying to convince them that he was that it was an accident. Maybe he wasn't really the best in his field. The other dude was.
I think you're wrong.
You still think it's the maid.
She was having a love affair. She wanted the bracelet.
Then why'd she leave it?
The other bracelet.
Just the body outline left. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm already screwed.
Really?
What?
There's that much of a discrepancy in the time?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Someone hosed me.
I'm sorry. Okay, I honestly didn't know. I am sorry.
You honestly didn't know.
Hey, I really didn't.
Teresa's saying hello, my friends.
Oh, hey, Teresa. How are you?
Murder, she wrote. Teresa's like, come on, Casey. You got this. I don't got this at all.
He made a bad time bet.
No, I made a good time bet. You made me feel bad for my time bet.
Well, I thought it would take a long time.
And she's doing well. She's doing great.
Not that I can see the time, because someone likes to hide it from me.
Yeah. You deserve that.
Do I?
For making me... This is... I mean, unless you break your left hand in the next minute, there's not a chance that I'm going to even come close.
Well...
Now would be a great time for you to switch to your right hand.
Hey, now, that's not that kind of a stream. Maybe one day, but not today. We do need to do that, though.
We do.
Very shortly. I think we should do that before we do the big puzzle, if at all possible.
We should, actually.
Like, I know that's something people would probably really want to see. And once we get into that, that's going to be like 2 weeks of time taken up, pretty much.
Oh, will be.
Like, you guys might get sick of me when we're doing that all day, every day.
It's going to be 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks of like at least 12-hour days. So.
And we will live stream the whole thing for you guys so that you can pop in and out as you please, and like you get to, because I mean, like we were just discussing, everyone's pretty far away, but that way everyone gets to be part of it. But y'all might get sick of me. 2 weeks of Max Does a Puzzle. I will get progressively more and more tired as the days go on, though, so you will hear some really interesting things. Like, I think my word creation from last time, the best word I came up with was equivalated, because I was so tired. I couldn't, for whatever reason, the word equate kind of just became equivalated. They knew what I meant. That's all that mattered. And that's at least 12-hour days. That's if we don't go longer on some of the days. But bonus for anyone living outside of our time zone, like if you're in Australia and your time's pretty much flipped, you'll at least get to be part of it some of the time, if we're doing 12, 13-hour days.
And Julie's like, how can we get tired of you guys? You both seem so fun and friendly.
Aw, thank you. Well, I hope not.
You haven't seen her after the camera's gone off.
Rude.
Whoa. Shots fired.
Hey, who are we talking about here? I thought that was you.
No.
I can promise you, if nothing else, you're going to see some very, very, very interesting things that week. Well, weeks. Listen to me go. That's wishful thinking. Week.
Oh, that would be great if it was a week.
That would be. That would be insane. I don't think it will be, though. That's an enormous amount of puzzle to do, and throwing away a piece. The critical answer to the mystery. They really did dedicate a lot of space to this body, though. So there's got to be something about it.
Well, he's dead.
A clue or something.
He is dead.
Yes, poor dead man. There may be a piece missing, though. Like, for real. I think there might be a wall piece missing. That'd be sad. Darn. But at least I don't think it's a critical piece to the puzzle, but... Darn.
Teresa's like, I never get tired of watching you guys.
Aw, thank you.
Well, we're only 3.5 months in. Give it time. You'll get tired of us.
That's crazy. That it's only been 3.5 months.
Mm-hmm. Wow. March. Almost 4 months. Almost.
Yeah, but still,
It's almost 4 months now.
Sure, but when you consider everything we've taken on in the last 4 months.
Oh. And the amount of videos we put up. Ugh.
Right? It's like, let's not just do a YouTube channel. Let's not stop there. You know what? Let's just in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do a whole store. Realistically, that's probably my fault, you guys. Like, I when I get an idea in my head, whether it's good or crazy, there's very little talking me out of it. And you've said multiple times you probably wouldn't have done it if it was just you.
No, I wouldn't have done it on my own. But what I would have done is watch you eat another bean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Another bean? Yay! Okay, thank you for the sub. Please don't be a hot bean.
Eat it from mine.
No. Oh, no!
Oh, it's completely busted.
I'm so sorry. Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And there's no time on it now. I have no idea.
What time was I at?
I gotta tell you.
Okay, you guys, what time was I at while I eat? Sorry, I needed to swat the...
Jeez
I'm
Louise.
sorry. I'm an accident waiting to happen.
The whole Hurricane Max.
Oh, God.
Max.
I'm going to need water. This is a hot one. Or...
Last time I thought it was a hot one.
It's a hot one.
You think I'm gonna get you water now after you broke the timer? It's 0. Its batteries came out.
Thank you. You guys, a rough time estimate. What was I at?
Kirsty's, yeah, you're right. I know what you were at. I just don't want you to. I don't want you to know where you're at.
What? I get it, Captain. You're wasting my time, my jerk. You're just trying to get more time out of my accident. That's what you're trying to do.
Well, yeah.
What's up with that?
I only just started it.
Cheater, cheater, cheater.
You got free time.
Cheater, cheater. That's why you weren't reading the comments. I'm like, what time is it? What time is it? Well, that's rude. You're a cheater.
I'm not. How am I cheating?
You're a cheater.
You're the one who broke the timer.
That was an accident.
That's not an accident. That's just pure.
No, that was even stuff I don't touch still breaks.
Well, you touched it.
Well, no, I touched the dispenser. And lo and behold, disaster struck.
All I know, if it's close, it could really suck. Because it could have been like, did I restart the timer too late? Too soon?
Was it close though?
If I had picked the original time that I wanted, it would have been just fine. And hi from Melbourne.
Hello, hello.
Another like.
Lots of.
2 Australians.
Yeah, lots of people from Australia on. That's pretty cool.
I love watching you guys. Max, you're just as clumsy as me.
See, hey, look at that. I have a friend who gets it. That's exciting. Thank you.
And Belinda. Belinda is. Yes, she's very destructive.
Yeah, it's not. Most of the time, it's an accident. I mean, I don't mean to cause disaster. Oopsies.
Total destruction.
Hey, it's not as though I was far away, and like it's not as though I was losing and I had to break the timer so that you wouldn't know and I wouldn't have to spin the wheel. It wasn't a case of that. It was just me.
Teresa's from Tennessee.
Yeah, that's on the list. Sorry, Winnipeg is still the only one not making the cut.
Yes, we remember that last time. How often Teresa must hear, are you from Tennessee?
Because you're the only 10 I see. pickup line. I wonder who came up with that. And I wonder if they're happy they came up with it, or if they're like, oh God, why did I ever say that?
I'm sure they're very happy.
Why, is it copyrighted or something?
No, but
And now that I've said that, ching, ching, ching. It's like, happy birthday. I hear that's a ridiculous. Whoever came up with that one's probably living large.
So Linda was saying she rode a bike into a stationary car once.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm about that clumsy. I totally get that. I'm sure I would find a way. In your defense, it was probably the car's fault. Like, it shouldn't have been there. Bad car. It's always the fault of the world around you when you're clumsy. The world should learn to interact with us better.
No. Never get Maxine to throw something to you because it will be thrown at you.
Oh, I wish we had a camera on Casey the first time we did the 40,000 piece puzzle, you guys. I went to throw something, I think to you, or to...
Smacked me right in the head. And my head hit right off the wall. There wasn't enough space.
Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, dear. Yeah, there's a piece missing. That's sad. You didn't take it, did you?
Did I?
Did you really?
Didn't I?
Did you?
Did I?
Did you? Do you promise?
I promise.
All done! What was I at before I broke the timer? It wasn't close, was it?
5 minutes! 5 minutes!
Wow! New record!
You were at 56 minutes.
Oh, so it would have been really close. But I win!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, you win!
Yay! I win! Yay!
Awesome.
Go me!
Yay!
Go me! You get a wheel!
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you legitimately have a guess as to who the is it?
Well, I gotta see it.
Do you really think that it's the maid? Okay. So the questions, you guys, are: how did she know he wasn't in the room alone? I believe, right? That was one of the questions. Yeah. And what was the other question?
Whoa.
It wasn't who did it.
No. How did she know he wasn't alone? And or how he wasn't alone? And how did Jessica
figure out who was the murderer?
Who had been near the body? Teresa's saying great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want the solution?
Well, I do. Do you guys have any guesses? Before I read the solution, anyone out there want to shout out any guesses or anything they may have as to who did it? If it was the desk clerk, the she's not officially his ex-wife yet, or if it was his competition who was also there.
What is that? Is that one of those jewelry eyepiece things?
I think so, yes.
The vase there's no water.
Mm-hmm.
Only one's no one else.
So no one else came for coffee is the one thing that I've gotten from that. The chair and the way that he fell, he wouldn't have hit his head on the table, which is what the one guy was speculating. I don't think.
Yeah.
He was selling that hard. I still can't figure out why on earth she cared about the... Is it the fact?
It's not like he would have had to boil his own tea.
No.
And if he had stayed there or if he had a guest or someone over...
There might have been...
They may have had a bath or shower, had a rendezvous.
Or if
a little rendezvous. No one wants to be stinky after rendezvous. Who's your guess?
I still think it was his competition.
I think so, just based on that.
Yeah,
right there.
I really
That's
do.
It.
And
he would have dropped it.
Yeah.
No, we have to see the picture, and that's the only. That looks like it's one of those
eyepiece thingies, and the fact that there was a thing left behind. If it was the ex-wife and she did it because she wanted all the pieces, she would have taken that. You would think she she probably wouldn't know one way or the other what was of value and what wasn't. Did anyone else have any guesses before I go and spoil it?
Joyce missed the story, and Mrs. Scarlet, or Miss Scarlet. We're not doing Clue.
So the wife probably is what I'm taking from that guess. All right, no other guesses or anything?
No.
The murderer was Mr. Jonathan Wordsworth. I was right, and so were you.
Yeah.
The competition. So it was the guy who was all like, I'm the best in the field, da da da. Okay, exclaimed Jessica Fletcher. I mistrusted him from the moment I first saw him. He had tons of charm, but not 1 ounce of sincerity. What rich dude who's like, I'm the best. This dude was just murdered, but you know what? I'm the best. But my appraisal of the man's personality is not, of course, hard evidence. What is hard evidence can be found on the tray. Only 1 cup and saucer had apparently been used, but both sugar and diet sweetener packages had been opened. Oh, really? I hadn't. Oh, yeah, she's right. I didn't really take that from that, but had been opened, so obviously 2 people had coffee here last night. The other cup was rinsed in the sink and replaced to appear unused. Okay. Complete with a carefully folded napkin. My feeling is that the murderer came here to view Penner's collection of fine jewelry, not just the bracelet that you see here, but his entire collection. They argued over pieces and reached an impasse. Mr. Penner didn't want to sell. In fact, he probably instructed Mr. Wordsworth to get out, as he should have. Their argument escalated into a physical fight, and at some point during the night, Penner's head struck the desk, overturning the lamp and the vase on the carpet. The blow was fatal. Desperate to cover up his crime, Wordsworth took the jeweler's loop and bracelet from Penner, placed it near his body, and concocted the accident scenario. To support his story, he must have removed the light bulb from the desk lamp, slipped it into his pocket, and left the room with Penner's jewelry case, thinking that he had covered up the crime completely. But what he didn't realize was that he was leaving behind his admission of guilt. A couple of white flower petals laying among the pink and violet silk flowers from the vase. Oh, because he had the flower in his lapel. Okay, yeah. I didn't take that from those 2 little people. I thought maybe they were like a scrap of paper or something.
I didn't see that as that.
Petals that matched flower from his lapel and could only have been left by the murderer. So now you can continue with your weekend. As for me, I've had enough. I think I'll cut this vacation short and go home to my study, where murder is just a 6-letter word.
Well, there you go.
So we were right, but for the wrong reasons.
We
didn't take.
I thought because maybe it fell out of his pocket or something, and that was.
Yeah, and I was really just hung up on the fact that it's like, well, why would, like, I figured he would know the value of the pieces and leave, you know.
Fine.
Yeah, I missed that the sugar and sweetener had been. I mean, I don't know what a diet pack of sweetener looks like, so I wouldn't have gotten that one regardless.
Or maybe the guy doesn't like to use all sugar.
Right.
Like so.
Right, or I would have just taken, like, I don't know, maybe it was like that powdered milk or something that you can, I feel like you can get that with tea or something. Yeah, okay, the sink thing was a good one. Okay, I understand why that makes a lot of sense now. That really threw me off in the story. I was like, well, why does that matter? What does that have to do with anything?
Everyone's saying it was fun. Did a great job. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the fun. They had fun.
Woo! I'm so glad you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun too. It's a lot more fun to do these kind of puzzles with a group, honestly. And if we can, like, I would really like to do all the clue ones for you. And I really want to, before we start the big puzzle, throw in a live where I do a puzzle with my left hand and then the same puzzle with my right hand. Like, I really want to throw that in there for you guys. I mean, I don't see why we can't maybe do weekly right now.
For lives?
Yeah. We could, for the next couple weeks before the big puzzle, we could probably do one a week for you guys and either get one of the clues out of the way. Probably the death of the first edition, actually, because that was the other one that was very close to this with votes that people wanted to see done. And we'll do the left and right hand one. But yeah, other than that, I had a ton of fun. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Fun. Thanks for this. It was fun. It was fun to watch you guys Yeah, it's nice to get to know you. Yay.
You know what I forgot?
What did you forget?
You have to spin the wheel.
Oh! Did we
I almost let him off. What is that? Oh my god! I was
Did
so
I
distracted
forget?
by the fact that I was like, "Hey, we solved it," but we didn't take any of the right clues.
Didn't you? Oh, it's like because you ate a bean. That made
Yeah,
me
I
too-
ate a bean. That's what threw me off, I think. Okay, well, take your wheel. Take it. Take your wheel and your narwhal pencil. Your pen. And your story. Don't look so happy.
I'm not happy. I got screwed on the time.
Well, yeah, now you know for next time.
Yeah, I do know for next time.
Whiny baby.
Man, this chair
Good
is
result. Good
hot.
result.
You gotta
Oh, you
no.
could end up with a lot of hot ones.
watch me take this off first before I shake it.
Hey, clumsy people.
Oh, there's a hot one right in the chamber too.
Haha.
Push that back in.
I hope our new studio does not have so much humidity because I feel like it's really killing the poor beans.
Well, they're really soft too. I don't want to do. I'm just gonna. Oh my god. That's 10, right?
Yeah. Oh, you could get a lot of hot ones in there.
You can get a lot of ones in there.
You could. Look at all those red beans. You guys, this is
Okay.
exciting.
1, 2, 3,
Pick again.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I would like to request a swap out. You left some hot ones over there.
Some hot ones. That looks hot.
No, that's a peach one.
I don't think it's peach. Okay. You can taste the hot ones bleeding into the.
Yes, you can.
I was like, wow, it's not hot, but you can taste the flavor of it.
I think that comes from the humidity and all that. I don't want to imagine what the hot ones actually taste like.
Oh, that's like a stink bug or something.
Ew.
That was not good. Is there one that tastes like lemonade? That's like lemonade.
I love all the emojis, you guys. That's hilarious.
So, wow. We gotta come up with something different.
Why?
They're all tasting like hot peppers.
Oh, I really think that's the humidity.
Oh crap! That was hot
Yeah!
one. What? I thought it was. That was the cherry one. That was the West Pepper one.
Oopsies. Haha. That is not cherry. Are you dying a little bit? Oh man, you sound like a dying animal.
I gotta get a different flavor in there. It's not fun.
I beg to differ at the moment.
It's so hot.
Oh, but it's hilarious.
It's another hot one.
Actually, I think that might be like an orange creamsicle or something.
It better be. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I don't see how I have to do beans. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not the one doing the puzzle. It should be you either get it or you don't get it. Why do I have to take a bean?
Because people think it's funny. Yeah. One of them agrees. Because it's fun for me, and that's what matters.
It's not fun for me.
Oh, it's fun for everybody else. It's always funny when it's not you.
Yeah. So we gotta come up with new rules. Wow. Come. Oh my
You
god.
want mint gum after eating a hot bean.
I want something other than a bean in my hot bean in my mouth.
I would think that would just set your mouth on fire though, because like the minty would just be like.
I need something. I need anything.
Right. He needs anything. All right, you guys. That was a ton of fun. And we definitely want to do it again, especially with the other mystery puzzles. Like, I think that's a really great way to do these. Anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for the subs. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good night, you guys. There's fun.
Cute leggings, Max.
Pardon?
Cute leggings.
Oh, thank you.
From Julie.
Thank you. Yeah, I really like these. Like, yeah, where did I get them? I think I got them at, Susie Shear. They had them. Bought them online. They were a really good deal.
Everyone's saying goodnight. Goodnight, goodnight, goodnight. Bye, bye, bye.
Good night, guys.
I'm gonna end the stream.
Okay.
Here we go.
Bye.
Thank you. You're saying.
Thank you.